Hi, friends. Welcome to Stories of the Bible. It's a pleasure to have you on this platform. Stories of the Bible is a platform where we share events that happen in the Bible. We look at them to bring out lessons we can learn, to bring out lessons we can learn to better our lives, to better our relationship with God. So today we are looking at the story of Jonadab. Jonadab. It's a short story in the Bible, but we have to have lots of lessons from it. Now, Jonadab, you know, came out in two events of the Bible. So we're going to look at them and extract them. First of all, in Second Samuel chapter 13, we saw a story of a young girl called Tamar. Tamar is a sister to Absolom and Ammon. Now, this lady called Tamar, the Bible described her as a beautiful lady. She's fair, and Amnon, her half brother, loved her, was lusting after her, liked her, to the extent that he became sick and he longed for her. Now, because there's Amnon is also a brother to Tamar, so he didn't know how to go about it. He was just lusting after his half sister Tamar, and Tamar's brother is also Absolom. So the Bible recorded that Jonadab was a friend to Ammon. Jonadab was a friend to Ammon. So Jonadab came to Ammon and started asking him, "You are the king's son. Why are you getting lean by the day? What is troubling you?" It shows that Jonadab was a very close friend of Ammon, to notice his changes in terms of his health, in terms of his body, to know that something was disturbing him. And Amnon told him as a friend, "I love Tamar, my brother Absolom's sister." And Jonadab said unto him, gave him an idea, which was a devilish idea. He told him, you're a king's son. Look at what you're supposed to do. Jonadab told him he should lay down on his bed and make himself sick. And when his father, King David, comes to him to know how he's doing with his health, he should tell him to please allow Tamar to come and give him meat and dress meat in his side to cook for him. So Amnon took the advice of Jonadab. The Bible recorded in 2 Samuel 13 verse 3. 2 Samuel 13 verse 3, that Jonadab was a very subtle man, and that Jonadab was a son of Shemaiah, David's brother. Shemaiah was the third son of Jesse, David's father, and Jonadab was the son of Shemaiah. Therefore, Jonadab was a nephew to David and a friend and also cousin to Amnon. So, beyond being a friend, Jonadab was also a family relative of Amnon. So, he devised that wrong plan. The Bible said he was a very subtle man, cunning. Some translations said he was a very smart man, but in a very evil way. He told Amnon, "Look at this plan. Tell your father that you're sick. Lay down your bed and say you're sick. Pretend to be sick. When your father comes to you, tell him that you want your sister Tamar to come and cook for you." And Amnon, without thinking through, fell for the plan, utilized the plan, and asked the father, King David, to allow Tamar to come and cook for him. And when Tamar came and cooked, the Bible recorded that When he was given the feast, he refused to eat. He now told his servants to leave the house. When the servants left, he now asked Tamar to bring in the food to his personal chamber. And when Tamar brought the food, he took her, the Bible says he took her and told her, "Come and lie with me." And Tamar responded, "No, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to happen in Israel. Don't be a fool. You want me to put me to shame? Where will I take this shame to? And you'll be reckoned as a fool in Israel." He said, "Rather speak to our father the king, for he will not withhold me from thee." Because in those days, people marry from their family. So why will you want to do this evil? You can speak to the king about me, and he will not withhold it from you. Tamar was speaking wisdom to the brother to say, don't do something that will make you to be a fool. But because Ammon has made up his mind on what to this evil to do, so he was not listening to the voice of reason. The Bible recorded that he forced himself on Tamar and raped her. And when he raped her, the Bible recorded in 2 Samuel 13 verse 15 that Ammon hated her exceedingly, so that the hatred he had for her was greater than the love he had for her. And Ammon said to her, "Arise and go." The Bible recorded that in that verse, Ammon ordered his men to throw her out. You see, Ammon took the advice of a very foolish, subtle, evil man whom he sees as a relative, who he sees as a friend, on how to divide, to practicalize his evil plan, his desire, his lust for his sister. Furthermore, in verse 14 of in 2 Samuel 14, we see that when Absolom heard all that happened, the Bible said he did not say anything, but deep inside his heart, he was angry. It took him 2 years to avenge that thing that Ammon did to the sister. And he organized a feast where he told his father to allow his brothers come, and he gave an instruction that Ammon be killed. Now, it's also important to know that this same Jonadab, when that feast happened and Ammon was killed, the sons of the king, who is David, ran back. Everybody fled for their life. So rumors came to David that Absolom has killed all his male sons. The king lay flat and was crying with his servants. It's still this Jonadab that told the king that it is only Ammon that was killed. That he should not cry, that all his sons were not killed. It was only Ammon. That Absolom had revenge over what Ammon did to the sister, Tamar. And not long after, the sons of the king, the remaining one, came back, and all of them were crying, as recorded in chapter 14 of 2 Samuel. So Jonadab was still there to tell the king, no, it was only Ammon that was killed, because Absolom needed to revenge. That means Jonadab knew of the plan for revenge. And it was when his supposed friend died that he now told the king the reason for the death. Many of us have friends like that. People who want to encourage you to sin. People who want to encourage you to do the wrong thing. People that even when you tell them, this is what I want to do, or I feel like doing this, and they know it's bad, rather than tell you, no, this is wrong. No, this is wrong. They go ahead to encourage you, or they keep quiet. There are people around us, the Bible recorded that this guy was a subtle, somebody that is a green snake in a green grass. Today they are like this, tomorrow they are double-faced. They are smart in thinking of evil. They are smart in perversion, in doing things that are wrong. Let's be mindful of the people we call friends. People that rather than want to turn our heart to God, they are turning our heart away from God. People that encourage you to do evil. People that rather than encourage you to do the right thing, chastise you for doing the wrong thing, they rather encourage you to tell you how to do it. Because although Amnon had that plan, but it was Jonadab that gave him the idea of how he could get Tamar. Such a wicked nephew, cousin, such a wicked person, knowing that that was wrong. That was even when Tamar was telling Amnon, this thing you want to do will make you to be a fool in Israel. This is wrong. This is not acceptable. He didn't listen to her. Let's be wary of people who call close that we allow close to us. Evil communication corrupts good manners. That communication, that idea that Jonadab sold to Amnon destroyed his life. Destroyed his life. Destroyed his life. Let us be really on the people we listen to, people we turn to, people that give us advice. People, and Tamar even told Amnon, you could just tell the king and he'll be giving me to you. So there was even a legitimate way of doing things in that circumstance, but Amnon did not listen. He did what he did to satisfy. And the Bible records that even when he did what he wanted to do, he now hated her more than he loved her. He just satisfied his lust, and immediately hatred came. Let us not be quick to satisfy our bodily desires. Let us be weary when people are hailing us to commit sin, when people are hailing us to do negative things, when people are hailing us or telling us, because Jonathan was telling him, you're a king, a son of a king. Why are you leaning? Why are you leaning? Why are you vexed? Why are you behave? Why are you slimming down over this issue? You are the son of a king, hyping him to do evil, encouraging him. What he did was to speak on his ego. Let's be weary of those who will not tell us the truth. Those who because of friendship, they keep clamoring for you to get your evil destination. People who, rather than tell the truth, they are cunning. They will not say the truth. They are two-faced. They cannot tell you what it is. They will say something at your back, come in your front and say another thing. If Ammon had known that it was Jonadab that will announce the intention behind what Absolom did, he would have known that he was with an evil person. Jonadab knew what Absolom had in mind, and he could not even tell his friend or his supposed cousin, who is a close friend to him. Let us be careful. One action can lead to destruction of our future, destruction of our life, destruction of what God has put in our hands. Let people around us be people that will promote us to fulfill our destiny, people that will encourage us to go to the right path, people that will encourage us to do what God wants us to do, people that will encourage us to do the needful, godly things, do positive things, not people that will encourage us to do evil. People that are smart in evil way. Let's be careful of subtle people. Let's be careful of people who what comes out of their mouth is just evil, bad things, ungodly things. Let's be weary. We cannot be friends with darkness and want to be light. No. Corruption is everywhere. People can corrupt. Say evil communication corrupts good manners. Let's be wary of people we communicate to, we interact with, so that they will not push us to where we do not belong or where we do not want to be. Friends, if you have learned something from this episode, please drop it on the comment section. Share this video to someone else, some other person who might also learn one or two things from this channel. We have several other videos on the channel. Please check them out, watch them. You will learn one or two things from there. Do take care. Know that you're blessed. Take care.